Okay, Specialist Mathematics, Paper 2, Tech Active, Multiple Choice, 2023. We're doing questions 6 to 10. I made a mistake earlier, so this is my second go around. So we are written in here, so apologies for that. We're looking at two coplanar forces, magnitude 12 and 10, acting on an object, direction shown. So the 10 is acting at an angle, and the 12 is acting directly down. Putting them in I and J mode, force 1 is going to be 10 cos negative 22i plus 10 sine negative 22j, and force 2 would just be negative 12j. If we add them together, I'm showing you what I did because, so if I go, oops, delete 10 cos negative 22 problem. Make sure I'm in degree mode. Let's try that again. There we go, 9.27. I immediately knew that was a problem because it said negative, and I know that the x component of this force has got to be positive. So you got to remember your degrees and radians, don't you? The j components, we've got to add the two j components, 10 sine negative 22 minus 12 gives us negative 15.75. The question asks us to find the magnitude of that resultant force. The easiest way, 9.27 squared plus negative 15.75 squared gives us our 18.27, which is D. Oops. D is our answer there. I know there is a way on your calculator you can work out the magnitude of your vector, but I still think this is the easiest way to go. By the time you find the right button and enter it, this is still just easier. Question 7 is a dominance matrix-y question. So this is just using your calculator, what you can do. Now I find the easiest way to input something like this is if I go straight to MatVec, I'm entering a 4x4 matrix and I enter it in there. 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, sorry. So you enter your n in. They want you to use this particular ranking model, which is like a weighted dominance. So when we go out, exit back out, we're going to go shift mat A plus 0.5 times shift mat A squared. Execute. We then get our matrix. We're going to rank it off. We then need to add up rows. Now, me doing it, I've got a bit of time. I'm not as pressed for time as you would be in an exam. I've written it out. You add the rows across, 3.5, 2, 1.5, 3. So obviously highest is first, second, third. So it's going to be P, S, Q, which is A. So that's a nice one to do. Now, next question. We're given fx is tan to the negative 1, 2x. Determine the derivative when x is 3. Fantastic to do this on the calculator. Remember, we're in trig, but this time we're going to want it in radians. So I'm just changing my calculator to radians this time. I'm going to go, let me just delete all that so it doesn't confuse anyone. So we're going to go options, calc, and we get the dy/dx button. dy/dx. My function is the inverse tan of 2x, and I want at x equals 3. Straight up. So you just enter tan to the negative 1, 2x, x equals 3. and you get 0.054. A is your answer. Nice, simple one to do, but you've got to make sure you can do your derivative on your calculator. Otherwise, that would take you much longer to do, and it's only a mark. So we're trying to be as quick as we can. Is question 8? Yeah, that's question 8, so we're up to question 9. Probability density function. The time in minutes between the arrival of customers at a certain shop is assumed to be a random variable. The time in minutes, I should have said too, didn't I? With an exponential distribution has the probability density functions given. A customer arrives at the shop, probably the next customer will arrive between 30 and 60 seconds. Okay. We're just going to go the integral of 0.12 e to the negative 0.12 x dx between our two limits. But remember, time is in minutes. So this is going to be between 0.5 and 1. That's where you need to be just paying attention to what the units are. So we're in options calc again. Oops. And we go the integral sign, and I go 0.12 shift e to the negative 0.12x 0.5 1, and it gives me 0.54548. Okay, so to the nearest percent, 5. B would be my answer. Question 10. It's an Argand diagram question. Complex numbers. Represents the solution Z4 equals 16 cis 2 pi on 3. All right, oops. Z4 equals 16 cis 2 pi on 3. So Z equals going to be 16 to the quarter, cis 2 pi on 3 times 4, because it's divided by 4 as well, the quarter. Gives me 2 cis pi on 6, doesn't it? Because that's 2 over 12, so it's a sixth. The 2 to the fourth is 16, so 16 to the quarter is 2. So on my circle, looking at an Argand diagram, it's going to be on a circle. All my solutions, I'm going to have 4 solutions because it's a z to the fourth. They're going to be lying on the circle with a radius of 2. That immediately crosses out A and B. They are circles radius 4, aren't they? But with this, we're going to be on a circle with a radius of 2. So we're down to C or D. The first solution is pi on 6. That's this one. That's pi on 6. This does not have pi on 6. That's actually going to be pi on 3, isn't it? So C will be our answer. Both of them have, or all of them I should say, have equally spaced solutions around that circle. So that's why all of them were possible. But that's the one that satisfies for us, pi on 6. Yeah, because you got to think, if you're unsure about why this is pi on 6, think about this is 90, so this is 30, this is 60. And we know 30 is pi on 6, so that's why we get our pi on 6. And there we go, we're done.